Hi everybody, it's Kathy P. Welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing today? It's a beautiful day down here in Central Florida. Of course, I'm out in my bird cage where I'm sitting by the pool. It's beautiful to do videos outside. But anyway, by the way, this is just my opinion, and it is covered under Fair Use, Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. It says I can use it for entertainment purposes. Nah, she's not entertaining. Or educational purposes, and this hopefully will show YouTubers what not to do, what not to show, but I doubt it. And don't get on here passing misinformation out and lies. But we all know Ellebee can't help herself. You know, the Miss Naive, I'm so innocent, I would never. Fake is, yeah, she is conniving, she is sneaky, and she's far from honest. And she outright lies and passes misinformation. And you're going to hear that in this video. I've also included some footage, clips of Dre and Marvon to prove that Ellebee is lying. Outright lying. She accuses Dre of giving the kids Kratom, which I have a video that says different. It wasn't Kratom. It was that purple passion flower tea. Yeah. So, yeah. But she doesn't do that stuff. And then she got her blundering idiot sitting beside her, once again defending her. Why does her husband constantly come on here and defend her? If she's not doing anything, what does she need defended for? It's her channel. She's the one sitting there running her trap. Put your big girl panties on and handle it yourself, Ellebee. But anyway, we know how they like to vet bash. I've done videos on it. We've all seen them vet bashing Rock a lot. They've lied about Uni. They've accused him of using his brother's story. Elle has herself, while the blundering idiot sat beside her mumbling. I mean, half the time he mumbles so much you can't even understand what he's saying. But yeah, and she sits there, she checks out when he's talking. You can see it. But you know, everybody's in love with her and wants to marry her, don't you know? Anyway, again, this is all just my opinion and fair use. And I did cut out a lot of this because I am not showing the body cam footage of the things that these creeps have showed. Molly, Justin, Ellebee. I took out as much as I could to do my commentary. I'm not showing anything to do with the rope. I'm not showing anything to do with EMS. I'm just not showing it. I have respect for Vaughn and Dre and their children. But, sorry, I have to use this picture here of the footage because it's where she starts. I've got her 3 lives that she's done on this. The one answering questions, oh, woes me. Oh, she's so pathetic, she lies. But I broke it up into different videos because it was way too long to do. So, let's just get into it, I guess. Now I've talked enough.
I want to say something because
Oh, here's the blundering idiot.
Well, for one, I actually do care about Vaughn. Like, you can ask her. I've talked to her a bunch of times about.
Why would we ask her? Is she the most reliable source? Thank God.
Trying to reach out to other veterans. Like, that's what I
Oh,
want to
here
do.
we go
Eventually.
again.
We just have so many kids and stuff.
Oh, there we go. They had to get that in there. Y'all quit dry begging about your kids. You're the one chose to have so many kids. You know, it's not on everybody else. We get it. We know. You're not the only one that has kids. Go get a job, dude. You can work, and you know you can work.
Homeless veterans that are struggling.
Can I say something?
Oh, here
Sean
we go.
actually has talked in great length about starting an organization where we help veterans. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You cared about Marvon? You shit did. You blundering idiot. You're sitting there while your wife's mouth spreads nothing but misinformation and lies about his wife and his life and his children, about everything. There was no story. There was no crime. This was a personal family matter. Oh my gosh. I cannot. Oh.
I want to start an organization. I want to reach out to.
You sit here and the hypocrisy. They sit on here and vet bash. And now he's talking about how he wants to start an organization to help veterans. Get that. Will you guys stop your damn dry begging? And you're trying to make yourselves look like you're holier than thou. Your wife has lied, has fake messages, emails, scammed for $500, in my opinion. Shut up. Oh my God.
The veteran on the street corner that's struggling with drug addiction. Because it's 22.
You too would look right past
roughly
someone
22
struggling.
veterans a day
And you know you would.
taking their own life. And so I actually care a great deal. And so does Elle.
Mm-hmm.
She knows people that I've served with.
You really show it.
Taking their life. And honestly,
You guys show your caring so well while you're sitting there vet bashing. And I've done videos on it. You vet bashed. You've actually accused a veteran of stealing his brother's military story and using it. Yeah, your wife did. Yeah.
I don't even know if I
And
can
you
tell
did.
right
You
now
said he lied about his
everything
service.
all the
How do we know
veterans-
you're not lying about your service? You can call another veteran a liar saying, oh, well, you know, he wasn't even classified and all this other crap. Oh, yes, he was. It's not your business anyway. But how do we know you're not lying about you?
all the men that I've served with that have taken their own life in one form or another, whether
You wouldn't
it was
care.
overdosing,
You'd walk right past
which
someone.
we
Both
don't
of you
know
would.
if that's intentional or not.
Yeah, and we had a period where over about 3 months there was how many that died? A lot.
3,
I mean, I thought it was more than that. It was like 5.
3, or I mean, it may. I don't know. I've lost a lot of friends.
Oh, but he cares so much, he don't even know how many friends he lost in a 3-month period where it seemed like a lot were passing away. He cared so much that neither one of them know the exact number of how many friends they lost in that 3-month period. Interesting.
Friends that I served with that I knew
Mm-hmm.
really well for a long time. One of my friends, I watched the dash cam footage of him take his own life by pulling a weapon on a police officer.
That's on YouTube still to
That's
this
on
day.
YouTube.
It's
I mean,
terrible.
it's all over. And I didn't even know he had passed away until his ex-girlfriend told me about it.
So he wasn't a current friend. He was a past friend. Someone you didn't have no connection with anymore. But why would you seek it out and watch it? What the fuck is wrong with you? And you're right, it shouldn't be on YouTube.
And
But you co-signed it.
she said the footage
Because
was
you
on
watched
YouTube.
it. You found
And I
it.
pulled it up and I
On
watched
purpose.
it, and it was terrible. But it's dash cam, body cam footage is a reality. It's of the world we live in now.
Okay, but it doesn't mean you had to go watch it. You had to go find it and watch it. There's a lot of things that exist in the world. Do you partake in them too? Just asking.
You know, and it sucks, but I mean, you
Yeah,
literally
what
hear
sucks
that
is
man
you two.
die. But the whole point that I'm trying to make is I care a lot about Vaughn.
If you cared so much, you wouldn't be doing this crap. Our veterans don't get treated the way they should. They should. What happens to our veterans is beyond. Our government is pathetic. Our veterans should get anything and everything they need, no question. And I thank them all for their service. And there is help out there. There really is help out there. But this, they're using this to dry bag and make excuses for their behavior, for her behavior. They didn't care nothing about Marvon. If they had even an iota of respect for him, they wouldn't have showed that footage.
And other veterans that are struggling. I know some of the struggles that combat veterans struggle with.
Yeah, I do too. My husband works with veterans every day, all day. And I let him listen to the things you said about a veteran. Yeah. He classified you. You don't want to know what it is. Because you know what? I don't need my husband to sit beside me and act like a blundering, stumbling, mumbling idiot to defend me because of my own behavior. Just don't.
Being in combat, I know that personally firsthand. But the thing that I want to say the most real quick, and then I got to go back inside, was
Yeah. Please go.
if this, I think I want to maybe some people haven't thought about this from this aspect. Like, What if this was your sister in a relationship and who lived far away from her family, and the man would not give her any access to the money, right? She couldn't drive. She didn't have a job. She didn't have any access to her money. She was having marriage problems, and it just seemed like from video footage, he was always gaslighting her and telling her like never everything that he said was or she said was crazy or not in touch with reality.
What? What the hell are you mumbling about? Okay, number one, that's not the story. Number two, you're a bumbling idiot. You really are. This is insane. Vaughn went to Georgia for 2 weeks and stayed in a hotel, for Christ's sake, and went to the beach a couple times and drove a car, but yet he was controlled, okay? We only know what Dre put out. There's plenty of behind the scenes we know nothing about, and it's not their business. What I would say, somebody would say that, I would say it's not my business, it's not my relationship. They're not related. They didn't know these people, and they made up this narrative that they're spinning.
Or he was just losing it. I think a lot of people would feel a lot different about this if it was like their sister in a situation like that.
Okay.
Right? I mean, because then you would think, wow, that man was controlling everything and had her trapped basically as a prisoner. Well, that's what I see in this.
Vaughn wasn't trapped as a prisoner, you bumbling idiot. Go watch the real videos, not the edited clips your wife shows you. Not the crap your wife spews. Vaughn loved his wife. And she loves him very much. And she's still fighting for that man. You're an idiot, just like your wife.
Okay. I mean, that's what I've seen. And there was a recording out. Like, we're not speculating about these people's lives.
Yes. No, you put it out as facts. You're right. That mouth beside you, and you put it out as facts. And it's lies and misinformation. Everything has been twisted. Do I agree with their lifestyle? No, not at all. But it's not my business. It's choices they made as adults. That's it. It's not your life. It wasn't your business.
There were recordings released. She documented 90% of it. So
no, it wasn't 90%.
The comments that I've seen that are like, I can't believe y'all are showing this. Or, I would, I'm glad nobody's speculating.
Why does he always come on here to defend her? Every time she does something wrong, he's here to defend her. With excuse after excuse. None of this makes what they've done okay. That's what they don't get. It's not okay. It's not their business. And they spun this narrative.
I'm not speculating.
You don't speculate.
Of their life was documented.
No, it wasn't.
And really,
we saw a small fraction of their life. Really,
I've watched so many channels.
When you think about it, you see a fraction of their life.
I never see all these comments. I really feel like this is targeted.
It is.
Well, it's not targeted.
From a specific
no one likes your wife.
But this is a true crime channel from now on. I was literally covering a trial today.
You suck at true crime. And I've talked to a couple OG true crime channels. They don't claim you. They don't want you. You go back to your Molly train, because that's what you're doing. You're trying so hard to be Molly. Because you tried so hard to be Katie and you failed. Now you're trying to ride the Molly train. And she don't acknowledge you, Al. And you're afraid of Molly. That's why you won't tell the truth about Molly. Because you know what she'll do to you on social media.
They talked about a boy's brains being blowed out. I mean... That was in a court of law. The boy's brother was sitting in the courtroom, and he had to hear it. And
okay, that's in a court of law. That's not on your YouTube channel, okay? What the hell are you talking about? That doesn't make okay. Quit making excuses for what you've done. That was a murder case. This was no crime. There was no story here. Marvon was a young man an ex-Marine, married with children, who was adopted as a small child. I believe he was like 2 years old. He was a toddler. By his great-grandparents. His biological mother brought all this crap to Facebook, which we'll get into. But there was no story here. There was no crime. This was a personal family tragedy. That's the difference, you idiot.
True crime, you cover this kind of stuff.
This wasn't true crime. And again, you're not true crime.
It sucks. You know,
Go ahead. I didn't know somebody was
Yeah, and I didn't destroy her life because I was
one
of the creators that was pretty easy about the situation. That just gave my. I never encouraged anyone to harass.
What? There you go again. You lie. You lie. You sit there. I didn't. I wasn't hard on her. Oh, yes, you were. Yes, you were. And you helped spin this narrative and help keep it going.
Her before I even started covering this story, she had already withdrew from social media because. So
then why'd you get involved? You know why you got involved? Because you seen that the person you started your channel hate the cater train. You were a cater channel and still are. You seen that Molly, and without a crystal ball, because Katie was asking questions and found out the truth of what really was going on, Molly had to attack her. You rode that train. That's when you inserted yourself and you knew you'd get the caters watching you, and you knew Molly would get you subs. That's why you did it. Subs, views, and clicks. You didn't give two shits. There was no story. There was no crime.
A lot of pushback. And the main pushback that she was getting first was due because Von's biological parents had to find out that he was in a coma on social media. And a lot of people didn't agree with that.
Look, okay, in case anybody doesn't know, Von tried to unalive himself, and his wife found him. And she did everything she could. And so did EMS. It's not the first time he's tried to unalive himself. His biological mother, Von was adopted as a small child by his great-grandparents. His biological mother and his biological father were not in his life. They didn't even know his children. They didn't know his wife. You know, his biological mother may have met her once or twice, but she didn't know her. They had no relationship. Von, in his own words, has told you in videos how he felt about her, what she's done to him, the trauma he suffered. Her husband was very abusive for the 2 years that Von did live there. It was a nightmare for him. He tells you that. He tells you how it was all about money for her and how she took advantage of him and of Dre with that vehicle. There's a lot here that they're not telling you. The biological mother came to Facebook and read it from jump asking for money with the GoFundMe with misinformation. She never said she was his biological mother and there was no real relationship there. She was not being prevented at that time from seeing Marvon. She lied about that. She claimed she needed money for attorneys and for trips to go see him, yet she made one trip. She visited him for 3 hours during that overnight that she was there. She got there one day, left the next. She visited a whole 3 hours. Now his biological father, who even his biological mother has said that Mr. Jackson, his biological father, was never a part of Von's life ever. At least he went down there for 2 weeks. Never went back. Neither one of them have ever went back. They didn't stay talking to the police to see what was going on. Nothing. Nothing. Except collect money. There was never no lawyers, nothing ever filed in court. But yet the donos were going. They collected thousands and thousands of dollars. Not one red cent went to Marvon's care or to his children. Where's all the money? Elle, Molly, Justin, They all made money on this. She sits here and cries all the time about how she don't make no money. Then go get a job and get off YouTube if you're not making enough money. I don't know what else to tell you. Tell your husband to go get a job. He's capable of working. Come on. You gotta stop.
A lot of people felt like, wow, that's BS that that his family had to find.
But I agree. They shouldn't have had to find out that way. But after I found out the facts and seen what has transpired, I totally get it. They had no relationship. They had no connection. Okay? Dre had a lot to deal with. Her husband just tried to unalive himself. She's got 3 children. And on top of that, they incited this hate campaign on her. Okay? And look at what Letitia Bias and Marvon Jackson have done to Dre. My God. This was all about the money. All they cared about was Vaughn's estate. Look at the police report. They called one time for the police report. Letitia did, and all she cared about was Vaughn's estate. Mr. Jackson even said, we got to get a probate attorney for what Vaughn has. It wouldn't do them no good. They have no legal right to Vaughn or anything Vaughn has. And they would be last to get the child when there's family that would take that child. And there's no reason to. Anyway, this is all bullshit. And she's happy to spin it. LV is not as honest as people give her.
Out that he was in a coma due to social media. And then what she told everyone was that it was due to seizures. And it wasn't seizures. That was a lie.
No. I did not. Now, if I missed this, I could be wrong because there's been months of nothing but misinformation and lies being told. And I've watched the videos over and over again. I've not seen where Dre said he was in the coma because of the seizures. I believe that it was someone else who ran with that. And they started the rumor and just amplified it. And, of course, these idiots jumped right on board. She never specified what, because she was trying to protect Marvon and the children. She didn't have to say why. She didn't. She didn't know anybody anything. But you're lying, Al. You're lying. And if I'm wrong, I'll own it. Let me know in the comments. I haven't seen where she actually came right out and said that he was in a coma because of his seizures. I've seen other people say it, but I have never seen her say it.
If anybody has that report, I would love to read it. But I haven't seen the full report.
Of course you haven't. You'd have to do some work then.
I do feel like talking about my
Fact
arrest
checking.
and people speculating on it is comparing apples to oranges. Because I'm a YouTuber. I had like...
No, you were actually really arrested. There was no crime in this case. Dre was never arrested or charged with anything. Mm-hmm.
1,000 subscribers when that happened to me.
Mm.
I do not put my life on YouTube. She put her life on YouTube. Her
That's
kids,
her choice.
Family, her full family. Their life was basically a reality show through her.
It wasn't a reality show, you idiot. She was an influencer. And there are people that do that and are very good at it, and they were very good at it. But it wasn't their whole life. You've seen a fraction of some of her life. You don't know what happened when that camera wasn't on. None of you do.
Facebook, she had 600,000 followers.
Yeah, something you'll never have.
I had 8. I was just a YouTuber at the time, only covering reality TV.
You were trying to be Katie. You were a cater channel. That's what you were. And that's why you're doing this. And you're going to throw Katie under the bus, which is you're lying about, of course. But we'll get into that.
Also about Teen Mom drama. And because another creator...
Yeah, and you got in trouble because you were showing TV shows, didn't you, Al? And lying, Al. Misinforming. Because in my opinion, you weren't good at reality TV either. But you really suck at your crime. Because you don't research. You go by whatever you see posted and you run with it. You don't check to see if it's true or not. Because you don't care.
The second I was arrested,
there's my squirrels.
Somehow she was following my local police department when we lived states away from each other. She knew somehow. And when
there's a lot of people
went on and told everybody and they started talking about it, guess what? Did I like it? No. Could I stop it? No, I couldn't. And I
And you ran and cried like a little baby. We know what happened. Then you came out. Oh, we know how you fake emails and messages and $500 scam for toys. Yeah, we know all about you, Elle. You're a cater channel. You started your channel because you were Katie, hating on Katie. And then you decided you wanted to be Katie, but you couldn't cut it. You never grew, Elle. Katie's over 300,000 followers. She's getting 125,000 views, Elle. You only get okay views with the kind of sub count you have when you're doing this lying narrative bullcrap. Because go look at your videos, Al. Go look at your numbers. For a channel that has 73K, you should be getting more than 2,000 or 3,000 views. The only time you do is when you do this crap. And you know it. Because you have inactive subs. Wonder why. Did you buy some? I know you got some from Molly. That's why you went over there and you reinvigorized the caters again behind all this because you've seen a chance to jump on board and do this. So, yeah, we know. You got inactive subs. Just saying. I'm just a tiny channel, you know. But at least I have people to watch my content. You know. Sometimes, anyway. You just need to face facts.
Couldn't stop it, you know. I mean, it sucks, but a lot of people had their theories and they were judgmental, and it was.
And you cried like a baby.
Because I am, I guess, a public figure. They say.
No, you're not. Don't flatter yourself. You're not famous. You're a noble one just like the rest of us. You're not a public figure.
When stuff does happen, people talk about it.
I mean, just the...
Okay, well, that's because you were a cater. And you were doing the same thing to her. Dre wasn't doing nothing to you people. She wasn't having a feud with you. You chose to get on here and lie and misinform about her. You called everything into question. Her parenting, her love for her husband, her marriage, everything. Which you didn't know the facts about. And if you did, you wouldn't tell the truth about it.
It affected us, too, drastically. Your channel was growing like crazy. And then after that...
Oh, because she was a cater channel.
Mixed with a couple other situations. We definitely...
Yeah, the other situations were what your wife did. The faking the email, faking messages, the stuff she's done and said to without a crystal ball. Yeah. Jumping on the Steve McCray train and doing a scam fraud toy raiser or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, those, and her getting her channel taken down because of what she did with reality TV show and actual TV shows, dumbass. But yeah, and then she did try, she ran and cried. And we know. We can go back and check. We know.
Were affected by it drastically. But I want to say something else to that real quick, and then I'm gone.
Oh,
so
God, here he goes again.
Investigation is closed, Georgia. What does that mean?
But that's what we were talking about.
What does that even mean?
It means it's closed.
Like, are we not allowed to point out clear abuse?
What?
In our opinion?
Your opinion don't matter. That's just it. Who were you? You didn't even know these people. There was no case here. There was no crime. There's no story. You guys made this up. And you ran with this misinformation. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, you bumbling idiot.
Investigation's closed. Like, nobody... You didn't accuse her of killing Dre.
Well, that's been a false narrative that's been pushed out by other creators that I said she killed Vaughn. I never said she killed Vaughn. And I wouldn't say that she killed Vaughn. There's only one person that I know of, only one creator that said Dre killed Vaughn, and that was Katie Joy from Without a Crystal Ball.
You're a liar. You're an outright liar. And you're afraid to tell the truth about Molly holightly. Yes, you are, because you know she'll destroy you. And you will run like a baby like you did before. But you are outright lying. There's videos I've made where Molly has come right out and said that Dre killed Marvon. They're on my channel. Go look. Rock a Lot has them on his channel. Hills in the air. Nonsense. Forgotten Whispers, Down the Rabbit Hole News, Burnt Toast, they're out there. Molly has said it many times. Yes, Katie did say it in that one video, which I believe she did take down, and she corrected herself and apologized in her way. Do I agree with what Katie did? Hell to the no. Do I think she's just as involved in the beginning? 1,000%. But Elle was outright lying here. And there's plenty of video evidence to prove it. I just did a video with Molly saying it.
Proof out there that she said it. Throughout the full time of me covering this topic, there was a lot of videos that we did. And because Dre had so much content out there, we would do videos watching a lot of her content and just kind of talking about it.
No, you would clip it. You would edit it. Shut up. Yeah, put out the false narrative right along with Molly and Justin, L. You're in this just as deep. And you know it. And so does your blundering idiot sitting beside you.
And did I give theories at times? Absolutely. You know, I gave theories.
No, you didn't state nothing as theory. You stated it as fact. And you lied. Theories to what? There was no...
You know,
there was nothing to cover.
I instruct people to go attack this woman.
There was never nothing to cover.
Well, yeah, it did, but, you know, we opened herself up to that when she started a YouTube channel.
And I couldn't stop it.
But the thing is her YouTube channel didn't consist of
my real life.
Her entire life. Like, she was covering reality TV at the time. Dre basically broadcasted...
she was a cater channel. She was hating on Katie all the time. Tell the truth. Let's be honest. Then she tried to beat Katie with reality TV, and it was an epic fail. Just like true crime. It's even worse. But you need to shut up, because, yeah. Oh, my God.
Her entire life.
I mean, she showed her husband having seizures.
Like, that she was not even smart enough.
Okay, I don't agree with, you know, Vaughn and Dre's lifestyle. Again, they were adults, their choices. Vaughn knew that she was showing video of him having seizures. He knew about it. Would I have shown it? Probably not. I wasn't, but that's the kind of channel she had. But they didn't show 90% of their lives like this bumbling idiot keeps saying. There was so much you didn't see. And it's not our business anyway. You know, what they showed on camera, on their Facebook Live, you didn't have to watch if you didn't want to. But Vaughn was aware of it, and he was fine with it. He was an adult making his own decisions. They're sitting here making these freaking excuses for her bad covering of something that didn't even exist. There was no story here, people.
Not to broadcast them bringing prescription drugs across the border. Like, that's a felony. Like, you get in a lot of trouble for that. And she literally broadcasted it to the world. Like,
in my opinion...
Oh, we don't care about your opinion.
If Vaughn would have been in the hospital on life support due to seizures, if seizures would have landed him in the hospital, she would have broadcasted that to the world, and she would still be out there broadcasting him. If he would have died...
She wasn't hiding the fact that he was in a hospital in a coma, you idiot. She did lives about it. She even showed him in the hospital in a coma. How he got there, that was her right to say or not say. She was just trying to protect Vaughn's name and the children. She was protecting Marvon. She didn't hide it, you fucking idiot.
She would have went live at his funeral. The only reason she wasn't honest about it is because he had to kill himself.
Okay, she didn't lie. She wasn't dishonest, Elle. She never said what put him in there until you people put out the police report, his so-called biological mother. Then she had to tell you people. But it wasn't your business. So, you know, she didn't lie. She never said why he was in there or how it happened till she had to because of you idiots.
That obviously was not good. You know, that could reflect badly on her, you know, and expose the fact that they had a lot of issues.
Why would that reflect badly on her? Tell me Oh, that's a good stop. How would that reflect badly on her? That's an individual's choice. No one can make that choice for you. He chose to do this to himself, and it's not the first time he attempted it. How's that going to look bad on her? She didn't do it. You're an idiot.
Like I said in the beginning of this video, I don't feel like it's anyone's business if a man and a wife are having problems and they have a YouTube channel.
Then why have you done video after video after video talking about them and their so-called issues that you guys have twisted so far out of what they really were? It's pathetic. Why have you done video after video on it then, Al? God, you're pathetic. Oh my, I can't. She's pathetic.
If Sean was fighting earlier today and he came out here, I would not expect him to be like, well, me and Elle been fighting. It's none of y'all's business. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even like, oh, she's such a fake. We didn't know they've been having problems. Clearly they've been having problems, but we didn't even know that. I understand that. I think that's normal that she wouldn't tell us that. That's probably the one thing that she really wasn't oversharing was the problems they were having with each.
You don't know though. That's just it, Al. You have no idea. I'm walking through my house, guys. You're going to hear the TV for a minute. But you have no freaking idea. Every marriage has problems. So what? Vaughn, unfortunately, had his own issues that did not pertain to Dre for a very long time. So, and part of the trauma he suffered was from his child, from his mother. His biological mother, I should say, according to his own words. So, shut up, Al. God, you're so pathetic.
So Bree, mama of three, she, Candy, you know who she is. She just changed her name. Yeah, keep in mind, these were not edited videos of Dre. They were from her Facebook account that we would go and watch, and we would just kind of talk about, and,
you would edit, you would edit and spin this narrative of bullshit that you do? Yeah, we know.
I never accused her. That's what you guys don't understand. People coming in here like, she's been exonerated. I never accused her of a crime.
Yeah, you have, basically.
I never accused her of a crime.
Oh, my God. You hear, oh, I never. Oh, you're so fake. Basically, you have accused her of a lot of things and outright said she did things. So, yeah, you have.
I only said, this is the story. Let me tell you guys, if this was to happen to another influencer that had 600,000 followers and I covered the topic, would you
something
guys
you'll never have.
Would you guys have a problem with it? If
yes.
It was any.
Yes. Because there was no story here. There was no crime here. You guys created this false narrative. Because none of what you reported is the truth when it comes to a lot of what you said. This was started as a money grab. It was never about Marvon, and it's still a money grab. So yeah, I'd have a problem with it. But you know what? His biological mother started all this with her misinformation post asking for money on Facebook. Yeah. They started this on Reddit and Facebook. The biological family. Yeah. It was all crap. She never told people she was his biological mother and didn't raise him and wasn't a part of his life. She lied and said there was a court order, even, I think they even said, or something, that she wasn't allowed to see him. That wasn't true. Yeah, okay, Al. And you know it, and you don't care.
Else. It's only because everybody's jumped on this little, train that people has a problem with it. When I was doing my live stream earlier about Alec Murdoch, and they were explaining how he allegedly blew his son's brains out, none of you guys came in here saying, you shouldn't be doing this.
Oh, I'm sure people did say stuff to you because you suck at true crime. But that's because that's a real crime. That's what really happened. That's not what you did here. There was no crime. There was no story. You guys spun this narrative, twisted everything up to make it seem like something it wasn't, just for views and clicks and subs. There's a big difference. That also was in a court of law, Al.
Yes. How dare you go live and show the trial where they're saying that? What if it's family?
That's a courtroom. You weren't seeing any video footage or pictures. It was words. You showed actual video footage, you idiot. Of the rope. Of where he was, you idiot. Of him on the gurney. Yes, they tried to blur it out, but you could still clearly see what was going on. You're disgusting.
He sees that. You know, I mean, let me tell you, I've had some pretty hurtful stuff broadcasted about me. And
you deserved it all.
It was what it was. It sucked.
And you ran crying.
But Dre has no grounds to sue me.
Oh.
I've never accused her of any crimes. I've said, in my opinion,
no, you haven't.
It was financial abuse because she...
You're a liar. And I've got video to prove it. And it's coming up.
...withheld money. And we've seen proof of that. Unless...
Where's your proof? Some twisted messages? Screenshots of a part of a conversation? A screenshot of a whole conversation? Just one little part of it? How you twisted the facts? How you accused her of doing things? Yeah, I think Dre might be able to come after you, Al. Yes, I am.
Someone can show me that it was fake screenshots, then I would gladly go back and say, wow, that was fake screenshots.
You're a liar. You don't even take videos down. You private them because you're such a snake. You know you lied about the death hoax. You knew it was bullshit. But it was getting you views. You didn't care. There's a lot you've done in this. Yeah, Al. Remember your video? You didn't even take that down. You privated it. You're a pathetic piece of shit.
That sucks, you know. That's terrible that someone released those screenshots knowing the effect it would have
screenshots
on this person. Hold on, guys. Hold on, babe.
All they are was they're just bits and pieces, a screenshot here and there of a conversation. It wasn't the whole complete conversation, so you have no idea what was all said. And this man wasn't, oh, I hate when she acts like this. Look at how she vogues up for the camera when she's talking. See what I mean? She's so fucking fake. This bitch is so fake. Oh, I can't. Oh, she just... Anyway, Vaughn was in Georgia for 2 weeks. He was staying in a hotel. Went to the beach a few times. Visiting family. He was driving. So how was it financial abuse? I want to know how it was financial abuse. I don't know. They twisted everything so much, they don't even know at this point. Oh. Sorry, she muted herself.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about how they shouldn't have been, going across the border, sneaking drugs across the border.
A lot of people do that, unfortunately. Yeah, that is wrong. But people do it not just for pain pills, is what you're alluding to, drugs. People do it for everyday medications because they're so much cheaper. What they were getting, I don't know. I wouldn't have personally done it. But, again, that's their choice.
I said that I didn't think that it was right that she gave her kids Kratom. And that it was my opinion that she...
When did she give her kids Kratom? I haven't seen any video of her giving her kids Kratom. And I've been in this story since the beginning, but there has been so much put out and so much misinformation. If it's out there, please let me know in the comments. But I want the actual video of Dre herself saying this. Now, I have video that says otherwise. So, again, she's lying.
They may overtook some of the Kratom. And she even said that in the video with the police. She said, I think that maybe he was taking too much or maybe it had bad effects on him. So I really don't know people. The thing is, the people that come in here and say XYZ, they've been told
I know,
stuff
I keep playing with my lighter.
that I've said and done that is just not true.
Oh, yes, you have done it. Stop lying. You're still lying. You're sitting here lying about everything. And what's bad about you is you're conniving and sneaky. And you're good with lying. And now she's trying to be Molly. And she is, because in my next video, I'm going to show you a side-by-side clip of them two responding the exact same way, in the exact same tone and everything about this so-called night thing. But yeah, she's trying so hard now to be Molly. First it was Katie. She failed at that, so now she's trying to ride Molly. This girl has no originality. I put my lighter down. I won't click it no more.
Properly, and we saw clear evidence of that in the body cam footage.
What evidence did you see that we didn't? That this wasn't investigated properly? Because there was multiple agencies involved. Many police officers and investigators. Multiple departments. I don't get how it wasn't investigated. It's a 35-page report. It was investigated, you idiot. Take the time to get it and read it. I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but, you know, women have thinning hair problems just like men. And is that what's going on with her? I don't know. I've often wondered that because of the way she... Okay. I'm not trying to shade or nothing. I'm just asking a question. It seems that way. Either that or she just has really thin hair. I don't know. Gosh, she could have some mind. Mine's so thick I can't handle it.
When the officers are in there without gloves on, they never asked for the knife. They never said, where is the knife? You know? So I just felt like those...
You fucking idiot. You know you played the 911 call. You can hear her cutting him down. You freaking idiot. This is not a crime scene. You freaking idiot.
Everyone should get a proper investigation if something like this happens in their life. Whether they try to take their own life or whether somebody do it to them. Everybody is entitled to that. That way their family is given the best assurance of what happened.
And it was. There was a thorough investigation. It took many months because the final report didn't come out until what, November 22nd? Excuse me. So there was a thorough investigation, you idiot. I can't with this woman.
If the family pulls the body cam and sees this happening, you know, then they're going to be like, oh my God, how do we really know what happened?
What the hell are you talking about? Exactly what it says is what happened. You're a freaking idiot. You're trying to turn this into something it's not. It's not a crime. It's not a story. They knew the history there. They knew that he's not the first time he's done it. There was clear evidence of what he did. Freaking idiot.
You know, it doesn't look like they investigated this.
Oh, you know, yeah, it was thoroughly investigated. Like 35-page report. There's a 35-page report, but it wasn't investigated. There was pictures. There was body cam footage, but they weren't investigated. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay. They even went through, and they even the police said those video clips they were given were so heavily edited. Are you kidding me?
Hey, if this would have been vice versa, okay, if this would have been reverse, Dre would have been absolutely entitled to the best investigation possible.
And there was one. A very good one, very thorough one by the report, because I've read all 35 pages. Something you haven't done.
Yeah, and she definitely, and I have people comment saying she didn't give her kids Kratom. I actually saw a video of her giving them Kratom, and she talks about giving them.
You're a liar. I've got it. I've got the video you're talking about right here. Now, if there's other video that I've missed, which in this story, with everything they've done, it's possible. But I don't ever remember Dre saying she gave little Raza Kratom. I just don't.
Kratom. Even little Raza talks
You're
about,
wrong.
You know, drinking the Kratom tea. She did.
No, it was the purple passion flower or whatever it's called. Tea, you idiot. And you know that.
Other stuff as well. I don't remember what it was called. flower passion or something like that.
Yeah, the tea. They drank at night, you idiot.
She talked about her daughter, who was a teenager, 14, who lost 20 pounds. A 14-year-old should not be losing weight. They should be gaining weight.
And your mother of the year, and you know this because you're a pediatrician, okay, her kids are not thin. They're not unhealthy. In fact, they're very happy and healthy looking kids. So what if her 14-year-old daughter lost 20 pounds over a period of time? They changed their diet and got rid of all the junk food. That's why, you idiot. And believe me, losing that 20 pounds didn't hurt that girl. She's not no thin rail like you people are trying to make these children out to be, like they were emancipated and shit. They weren't. They were happy, healthy children.
Fucking especially idiot. Not 20 pounds, you know?
Shut up,
I'm just saying there's some things I don't agree with. I hate that.
Oh my God, I can't with this bitch. I can't.
Von's story got muddied with drama that was
that you were a part of.
Creators that disliked other creators. That's
what? What? Are you kidding me? You were a part of all of it. You all muddied the waters from the get-go with nothing but lies and misinformation. Quit trying to blame this on Katie Joy. And that's what you're doing. To get the caters back aggravated and get them watching you again because you need them views and clicks. Stop. You're lying.
Like I said, I have been covering other cases where, Quentin Simon,
I feel bad for them.
Athena Brownfield, Bree Mama 3, girls haters are going to hate. Exactly. I'm covering so many other topics that nobody's
and you're not good at it. You're a bore. You're a bore. You're a snooze. You don't have active subs. That's evident. And if you're not doing this crap, you're not getting the views. And it'll keep dropping. Just watch. But you'll pull some kind of shenanigans. You always do.
What if their siblings see this? What if their kids see this? This is now a true crime channel.
Okay. First off, you're not true crime. I've talked to a couple of the OG channels. They don't claim you. They don't want you. They don't need nobody else over there spread misinformation and lies like you do. And then you bring that bumbling idiot up to defend you for it. You're not good at true crime. This isn't a crime anyway. There was no crime committed here. Again, there was no story.
Okay? Nobody else is saying this. Covering this story, there was other creators who decided they were going to use this story as a way to attack creators they did not like. That's what happened. That's the bottom line. And then...
You're full of shit. Yeah, that was a part of it. But that was you and Molly with your cater hate. Because Katie called you all out on all the lies and misinformation you were putting out there. Katie had her part in this in the beginning, like I said. But at least she owned her shit and she did give her version of an apology. You know?
Those creators went and twisted things that we said.
Nope.
Went and lied about things that we were saying.
Nope.
And just acted like we were just terrible people.
You are. And nope. I've got video of you saying it, so you're wrong. You're lying. You pass out information. You're terrified of Molly. That's why you won't tell the truth on what Molly's done. Because you know what she'll do to you. And you couldn't handle it.
To watch all my videos about Marvon.
Oh, here we go.
Or watch my last 5 videos on my...
Why? So you can lie and give more misinformation? Because that's what you've done the whole time.
Channel. And see how I cover cases.
You don't cover anything factual.
I have a love for people. I have a love for children. And...
if you had a love for children, you wouldn't do this
to make a bunch of money off of it.
Oh, here we go.
So I do want to get paid for my job.
She's going to dry bake.
But I have another channel, the Bass Chat, that I'm bringing back.
And she's going to dry bake for subs.
Reality TV, entertainment news, celebrity news, as my way to kind of supplement covering true crime, because you don't make money on true crime. And I do.
Okay. Well, I'm going to look you up, because it's easy to look up and find out what you're making. I call bullshit. Also, you can go get a job, and your bumbling idiot beside you can go get a real job, because you both are capable. But you're lying again, Ellebee, and again, You're not true crime. You're trying to be Molly now. What do you think, Molly? You don't think Molly's going to catch on to what you're doing? You're even starting to use her phrases and act the way she does with some things, like you did with the knife situation. Yeah, I got that coming in my next video. But Molly won't let that slide too long, Al. Especially, you're not a good representation of her, in my opinion.
I have 6 children. I do have a family.
Oh,
and
good
this
for
is my
you.
full-time job.
Well, good for you. Quit dry begging. It's not up to everybody to support your 6 kids that you chose to have. Just saying.
And I don't make nothing on true crime.
You're a liar.
I put a lot of time and effort into it. But people saying I'm doing this to make a lot of money.
You are.
I've never made a lot of money on YouTube, so miss me with that, okay? I've never made a lot of money.
Okay.
There is creators out there lying on creators that make
like
way
you.
more than I do. You know.
That's you. You're part of that. You do the same thing. And you talking about Molly, because Katie isn't talking about other creators. Katie's channel's been growing by her doing her content, not by out here slamming other creators like you do and Molly does and Justin does. Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. This story was weaponized by creators.
You're right.
To attack other creators.
You're right. By Molly
creators
and you
like.
and Justin. Yeah, you're right.
And if you are entertaining that or being a part of that, you should be ashamed of yourself. Anybody want to come on here saying I should be ashamed of myself?
You should
because I'm covering a story when I'm a true crime channel.
Okay, you're not true crime. This is not a crime story to tell. There was no story here. And you've been a part of all of this. Stop it. You're lying. You're the one that should be ashamed. And yeah, Katie's not innocent in none of this, like I said in the beginning. But at least she did own it.
Okay. When you are literally taking a story about a veteran, a father, a brother, a son, and you were muddying his story up.
Exactly what you've done.
Because a creator sent you? Or because a creator told you XYZ and you have not watched my channel enough to know if it's actually accurate?
Wait a minute. You haven't given no accurate information in this, because this was no case. This was no story. This was a family tragedy that was none of your goddamn business. And you sat here and spread the misinformation. You haven't given nothing factual. You haven't been truth. Shut up. Oh my God. Oh, I can't with this girl.
Because you are part of the problem.
Yeah, you are part of the problem, and you should be ashamed. You're right. Self-reflection.
Well,
here she goes.
Okay.
Here he goes.
But
Here
to the
comes the
person
bumbling
that said,
idiot.
like, you're right. I had 8,000 followers, and it was crazy. And let me tell you something. The people that covered my arrest, I was arrested 3 weeks after my 3-year-old nephew died unexpectedly.
Okay.
And they beat me so terribly when I was down. They accused me of being a drug addict. They said CPS needed to investigate me. They did all kind of stuff. And I just had to lay there and take it.
You did not. You ran crying like the little bitch you are. And you've done all that to Katie and then some. Shut up, Elle. You're not innocent. You're not naive. You're just as nasty and conniving and sneaky as you've ever been. And you're full of misinformation. So why would you purposely do this to Dre? Why would you spread the misinformation and lies about Marvon and Dre and them children? And get on here and lie yourself about it. For views and clicks and subs, Elle. There was no crime. There was no story.
And it's up. But I've not
You
done
do suck.
nothing like that to this woman.
Oh, yes, you have. Oh, yes, you have. You've accused her of giving her children Kratom. You've accused her of all kinds of things. You've accused her of abusing her husband. Yeah, you've done a lot.
But anyways.
And
so
you've spread nothing but lies and misinformation.
And he never asked her for the knife, which in my opinion was not okay. He should have asked her for the knife.
She's going back to the video here. I'm trying not to show as much of it as I can so that I can do commentary on her. I just hope I did it right.
And I feel like if I had more people come, it would trigger more because they're used to me having to leave to the hospital. they're old enough to be at home with themselves, and I
Right.
worry that if more people, that would raise more.
All right, if you need anything, please give us a call,
Okay,
okay?
I will.
Who did the investigation?
Okay, I got out of that because I didn't want to show any more of that. I just couldn't. You could see how Dre was in freaking shock, man. How can they? How could she sit here and lie like this? Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable.
There was also a CPS investigation.
Yes, there was, and it was
So
closed
they
too.
closed the CPS investigation and they closed any police investigation into this case.
Exactly, because there was
Dre
nothing.
was not ever accused of any crime from me.
Yes, she was.
As far
Basically.
as killing Vaughn,
Yes, she was. Basically, I got to go back inside. You're going to hear my
there was
TV.
financial abuse. She was a little controlling.
You're
And
full of
they,
shit.
you know,
There was no financial abuse, you idiot. You don't even know what financial abuse is. Shut up. Shut up. That man, shut up.
well, I did say,
You twisted everything.
Them smuggling drugs across the border, that was a crime. From my understanding, it is. But she was cleared from being.
So why are you still making videos about it?
Situation.
So why are you still making videos about it?
Their troublesome marriage led him to be completely depressed.
Are you kidding me? Your opinion, where's your training? Where's your education to even make that kind of assumption? Marvon had mental issues long before this. This was not why he chose to do this, you idiot. I want to know where your training is. Where's your education to make that kind of assumption? Know what you could do with your opinion? Stick it you know where.
And he felt trapped.
No, he wasn't trapped.
I apologize for that because that is my opinion. Now, I will say...
Okay, right before this happened, they were all excited about the trips they were taking. They got an RV so they could go up to Georgia and stuff like that. So you tell me how that's feeling trapped. She's such a freaking pathetic liar. She really is.
Hate that things got like they did. And I think...
No, sir, you were a big part of it.
Like they did because people didn't know what was happening here. And a lot of people just thought the worst and started speculating.
Yeah, you. Why are you self-reflecting here? This is everything you've done. You've been a big part of all this speculation, misinformation, and outright lying. Not people. You. Own your shit.
And unfortunately, in the world of YouTube, that happens a lot. Yes, the fam dam.
You ought to know you're one of the biggest.
Mom, Sean is your daddy. Heather, I've gotten that a lot. You can apologize, and I'm like, what did I do?
A lot.
An opinion? I'm sorry, that's why I have a channel.
No, you didn't state it. It's just your opinion. You stated stuff as fact, which I'm going to prove here. I'm going to show you how much they loved each other. I'm going to show you how you lied about her giving him Kratom. You're a liar. You stated it as fact, not opinion. And yes, that's grounds to sue you.
Passed away. I do not know if he passed away. I have no knowledge of how Marvon is.
As far as this is what I mean. She didn't read that police report. She didn't read it. So don't tell me she puts hours worth of work in. Because I did. And as far as we know, as far as the police report, it stated as of the end of November, Marvon is still in the long-term care facility. He's still with us.
Okay. I pray that a miracle happened and that he is...
You're a liar.
...back home with his family, if that's where he, so chooses to be. But I don't know. If I ever hear of how he is doing and we get some solid confirmation, I will let you guys know.
Confirmation? You never confirm anything.
You shouldn't talk about this. I started covering this story, and this story was introduced to a lot of my followers, and I'm not going to just abandon it because...
There is no story. You guys created this narrative. You spun and twisted everything. There is no story here, you idiot. There's nothing to cover. Stay out of it. It's not your business. It's a personal family issue.
Other content creators want to use this story as a way to attack me. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, every time I talk about Vaughn, I get haters and trolls, and then this other
I went to
creator
her
does
comments
videos
because I
on
wanted to
me
read
and
some of her
gives him
comments.
content. I'm not doing it. I care about the story, and I will continue to talk about it.
No, you don't care. What you're doing is spreading misinformation and lies.
If things
You're
come
doing it for
up.
views and clicks. You suck.
Wow, Crystal, I'm sorry. Now, like I said,
I wanted to read
I
some of her
was
comments. That's why I did
contacted.
this.
If I can get the full report from where they closed the investigation, if anybody has it, I would
Why don't you get it
absolutely
for yourself?
want to go
You
over
should have had it
because
before
a
you.
lot of people.
You should have had it before you showed that footage. Before you ran your big trap. You should have had it. That's called research, L. Try doing it.
Are you going to go over it? I don't have it. I had the last sheet, and I went over the last sheet. But I will absolutely go over that.
See,
I
if it
do.
would have
I was
been true
contacted.
crime, a
Someone's
real true crime channel, and a real crime, they'd have had every page of that arrest report, and they'd have went over it. She's not nothing.
said, "Hey, there's this video that Dre did. It was a live stream that she
Well,
did
not
for
arrest
her
report, but
loyal few
report from
after
the
everything popped
police.
off when she kind of went into retreat. And in this video, she's trying to collect evidence through her videos.
I have that video, and you're trying to, yet again, spin the narrative of what Dre was doing. And again, you're misinforming and twisting things to fit your narrative.
Where Marvon said he didn't want to have anything to do with his family,
And
that
that's
he
true. There's
regretted
video.
reconnecting with his family.
That's true.
She was looking for evidence to really back up her decision of why she didn't let Marvon's biological parents know.
No, you're wrong. In the beginning, Letitia was allowed to see Vaughn. The only reason she asked people to hold off is because Vaughn had C. diff, which is very contagious and can be deadly. COVID numbers were running crazy. And it was. And she said as soon as his numbers got better, and as soon as he was in the clear and his numbers were better and the infections were under control, she reached out and told them they could come see him. She's lying.
Was happening. And
You're lying.
in this video, she's calling people like, please go look at my older content. We need footage of him, calling it.
She didn't call anybody. You're a liar. Those were her two admins on her. She was talking to the admins on her Facebook group. And you know what? They'd already started to spin this stuff on social media. Stuff has already started happening. There was stuff you didn't know about either, but yet you still get on here and spread misinformation. There was things being done to Dre by Letitia, because of Letitia, putting out misinformation.
We need footage of him saying he regretted reconnecting with his family.
Well, he did.
The video is like an hour and 58 minutes long.
53,
but it's video
to
I've
be
never
exact.
seen before. And
Oh, I
she
have.
does this video. She says, I need all this content because I'm going to go live tonight and I'm going to address the haters. I'm going to address everyone that's saying that I'm in the wrong, that's attacking me, and I'm going to show them that, this is what Vaughn would want, and I'm going to defend myself. I don't think she ever went live and did that.
That's kind of what she said. She didn't say she was going to. She said she might. She was talking about doing one because of the misinformation you people were putting out there. That Letitia Bias was putting out there. And people were attacking her because of what you guys were twisting up and lying about.
Well, I know she didn't because that was not out there.
Oh, shut up.
So, I'm not seeing that particular video, but it happened before Letitia and them went out to see Vaughn. Because she said Vaughn's sister posted a photo of her in a plane or something. And I've heard that his mom may be coming out here. If they do come out here, I will tell them to.
No, what she said was Vaughn's sister posted a picture of an airplane, okay, which Letitia doesn't fly. She didn't go out there that first time. That was a lie. That was a total lie. And this is, Letitia had already started with the GoFundMe and all the crap on Facebook by this time. Ellebee, do your research like you claim you do, because you clearly don't.
I will not let them see Vaughn. So
After what
that
they've done, I
video,
wouldn't have either.
have it. It's an hour and a half long.
But in Arizona,
It's an
you
hour
can't
and
do
10 minutes
that.
long. And if you guys want to go over it, we can go over it tomorrow. So you just let me know.
No,
People,
shut
please,
up.
Dre put Vaughn on video in the hospital in a coma. Yes, she did.
Yes, she did. Her choice. Again.
Well, I apologize to an abusive, gaslighting, evil ass woman. If people can't see, I'll just tag everything that happened. Yeah. Alright, so I'm looking at my recent members.
Oh my God.
I'm not seeing you, Pat.
I need to
Pat,
fast
I
forward
would
this.
wait. Just to make sure it doesn't come out of your account or anything.
I don't care what she's talking to herself about. I should have took that part
And then
out.
try again.
Thought I did.
Maybe in a couple of days. I don't know what happened, and I'm sorry. I apologize. You might not be certified a member, but you're a member. We know you're a member, okay? But thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. We're going to do a quick stream about Quentin Simon because
Why?
Leilani was in court today. There's not
Stay
a lot
out of it.
info on that, but I think we'll do a quick live to talk about that. And then I get caught up on Teen Mom.
Okay, now he's
Okay, now these, I'm going into the Marvon and Dre clips. Okay? I want you to see where it's clarified what she was given, little Raza, and it was that purple passion flower tea or something. It wasn't Kratom. And it just shows you things. Just watch these clips of Vaughn and Dre. The missing puzzle pieces. Go check out that channel. It's amazing. They show the truth.
toss and wash some passion flower. Go ahead. Okay, now he's about to toss and wash some passion flower. Go ahead.
Her daughter doesn't look too thin. Her daughter looks healthy as can be.
Because it was important for me to talk about the purple onion tea. Do you drink
Purple
the
onion
purple
tea,
onion
that's
tea?
what it is.
Yes. When does mommy give it to you?
You give it to me a lot and I drink it.
That's right.
Oh, and when you gave me, like, what's that brown thing called? It's like before I go to bed.
OT?
Oh, no, it's almost like Kratom or something.
Oh, passion flower.
Yeah, passion
There it
flower.
is. I told you, passion flower
I drink
tea.
that every day, and
You don't drink it every day.
yes, I do.
But you do drink it when you are very, well, no, not tired. When you're having a hard time. Oh my gosh.
There was your proof. He's a little kid. She clarified that. It was the purple passion tea is what she gives him at bedtime. Not Kratom. LB, you lied.
Good. Did you taste your tea, Maya? How's it taste? Clovey? It does have clove. So I gave her teas. She was drinking tea. She was doing foot baths. Within 3 days, her bumps, like, they were no longer itchy. And not only did I give her teas and herbs to help her body to fight whatever it was, but moringa oil, y'all, I'm telling you, hold on. Let me write a comment and tell you the moringa oil, where you get it. It's on my Amazon storefront, but I'll go ahead and post the link right here. Moringa oil, it's organic.
Okay, Elle, where's your video saying
non-GMO,
she gave you Kratom? It's been every other tea, but not Kratom.
Dude, it's so good. That is what significantly stopped her bumps from continuing to get worse, from itching. It helped the burning, and I also put sea moss all over her body. Anywhere where she had these bumps, I put sea moss on. I'm sharing my experience so that if something, if this was you or you were in my position, maybe giving you some types of ideas so that you could maybe do the same as me, or do something similar. Bunny, you need to go sit down. I need you to settle down. What's in that tea? Is that making you hyper?
Yeah.
This is her trying to get Razzie to drink his purple passion tea. It's really cute. He's really cute. He's a handful.
Okay.
God bless him.
Mommy, sure that's the right one.
He's being silly.
Knockout tea, and that's what it says.
Means I'm going to knock out.
I hope you do, sir.
And she's talking about the purple passion flower tea, is what she's talking about.
What is knock out?
It
And
means
it's like
to go
people
to
giving
bed.
kids melatonin.
Why did he knock it out?
A lot of parents give their kids melatonin.
Knocked out. Keep sipping that tea, boy.
No.
We don't say no anymore.
No.
You gotta say something else.
Okay, let's do the try not to say no challenge of 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Drink that tea. Please.
The knockout tea is the purple passion flower tea, I'm assuming, because that's what she said she gave him at night. And it's clearly not working on him. He sounds hyper.
Drink the tea.
He sounds cute as a button. Aw, he's so sweet.
Drink the tea.
He is cute. Wow. And she's laughing, having a good time. She loves her kids.
Something's wrong with this kid.
He's showing off for the camera, being silly, a typical little baby. Now this, at the end of that, I missed it. I wanted to catch that. But it says in that statement that they've looked everywhere and they can't find any video clip of Dre saying she was giving the children Kratom. Okay, this is another missing puzzle pieces. This is going to show you messages from Letitia, and read this, what it says. People fought so hard and donated money to get this woman around Vaughn, yet what about how Vaughn felt? I was overwhelmed in that house. They weren't there for me when I needed them. This is just so bad. These are some of Vaughn's own words.
He even told me that my mama wanted to talk to me.
That's good.
Yeah,
I still think you should talk to her.
I'm okay with talking to her.
But yeah, Dre was trying to keep him from his family.
Don't trust what she has to say. Leaving my grandparents at 16 just to go be with them.
Because your grandparents, like,
Man, they are my true parents.
they are.
Like, seriously, like, they call me every day. They try to figure out what's going on. They try to help. They try to do everything for me, man. Like,
Despite them having all these issues.
and they're my great grandparents at that.
I feel like they were trying to protect you from her.
They were my biological father, my biological mother. Like, they weren't there for me when I needed them. I was overwhelmed by the stuff that happened in that house. It got to a point where, like, they had to move out of their house because they couldn't pay the mortgage and everything like that. I stayed with them for a couple of years, and it was like, man, like, this is just bad.
Here's the messages from Letitia. In Juan's own words, what it was like, and how he was overwhelmed. And Vaughn suffered a lot from all that 2 years. The abuse from his stepfather, the way his mother was, his biological mother, not his real mother, the one he said is his real parents, his great-grandparents. But these are messages from Letitia. Sad what she did. Sad. Just really sad what she did. She didn't show no love or respect for him. What she did to him and his family was unforgivable in my book. What these people have done is unforgivable. Well, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that like button and subscribe. I'm really trying to get my subs up. I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you. Hit that like button and subscribe for me. And Dre and Vaughn, my prayers go out to you. I'm so sorry this was done to you.
advice.
The same person making these posts. Yeah, read those posts.
About our
That she
personal
was a
life.
loving, caring
But we
mom.
want you to leave out of here with the advice that we gave you from our personal life. Love your significant other and listen.
Even though we really put ourselves out there right now, it was that we hope we can help someone else. Because we know we are not the only couple that done been through problems.
Get
For
that
the most
LB.
part, our marriage has
Get
been
that
nothing
LB.
but honeymoon. But we have had some problems recently. And we just want people to know that it is normal. We're not the perfect couple, but damn, I cannot picture my life with anybody else besides Earl.
They so loved each other. They still love each other. Well, I just wanted to show this videos of Marvon and Dre to show how Ellebee lies and misinforms and twists things, and that bumbling idiot sitting beside her. But you know what Missing Puzzle Pieces has showed is so touching, and this says, you know, the dedication to one another is one of the many reasons why so many people love them, and whether you agree with their choices or not is up to you. But the fact remains that they made and stood by those choices together. Do you hear that, L and bumbling idiot? Together. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I know it's a long video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks again. See you next time.